Well, certainly would start off by giving a lot of credit to Norfolk State. They played really well tonight. They came out and really dominated around the basket, which was something that we knew that they were going to try to do and something we needed to stop. They had way too many points in the paint. They got there on drives, got there on post-ups. We were not great with our ball screen coverage, and it just felt like they could kind of do whatever they wanted on offense. And really that was the biggest story of the game. Thought we showed some fight there in the second half at times, but clearly not enough against a team like this and playing on the road.
Look at the first half. You're down 6 with about 3.5 minutes to go, and then they finish something like 14-3 or something. How key was that to people always say the last few minutes of the first half and the first 2 of the second half? Was that a really critical juncture, you felt?
Yeah, they certainly made a big run there at the end of the half, and a couple of costly turnovers for us led to that. And it was. I think our guys were a little bit probably shaken by going into the half with such a large deficit after competing, for most of the first half. But again, I think it was just more overall just not executing a game plan really, from the start.
The 3 wasn't there. Do you in the season? I mean, I know it's a different thing when you're out on the floor, but in practice, have they been knocking them down? I mean, did you figure this would be a little bit better of a 3-point shooting team?
Yeah, I do, and I still think we will be, because we have a lot of good shooters on this team, and I think it comes down to taking the right ones, and we struggled getting the ball in the paint tonight, and that was one of the big issues for us, was trying to get some inside out looks and as opposed to just settling for threes. So that's something that we just got to continue to work on.
Thoughts? One bright spot, I guess, was Yuri seemed to be kind of aggressive out there on offense. Thoughts on his game?
I thought he gave us a good lift from a scoring standpoint, which we need from him, and he had a much better look to him, which was great to see. And we're going to need that to continue as we move forward.
As far as Connor, he with the exception of the second half against American, he hasn't seemed like he's attacking as much. Any thoughts on that? Is he healthy?
Well, we got to get him better, get him more on track. He is coming off of an injury that he had towards the end of the summer and is working his way back, which is, I think you can kind of see some of the lingering effects of that. So we got to try to get him back, I think, physically where he needs to be, and then also just a little bit more of a rhythm.
You're talking about the paint earlier. In addition to their bigs, they were getting there too with their guards and just any thoughts on and that was an issue against American. Any things you're noticing there, which is that needs to be corrected?
Yeah, we got to play harder and guard the ball better. Guys in gaps got to be more active. We've got to have much more of a team defensive look than we do right now.
It's obviously very early in the season, but I'm sure the guys are not happy at being 0-3. What do you have to do to keep their heads strong right now?
Well, I think the big thing is that we've got to just find the areas that we can really work on right now, and we've talked about that a lot from the start of working really hard, communicating the right way, playing with toughness, and being really focused. And I think we're struggling with that. So we got to kind of go back to the foundation and the building blocks and just do those things really well in a consistent manner, and then continue to progress, knowing that it's a really long season, and every season you go through some ups and downs, and ours is obviously starting in a downward spot, and we've got to just figure out a way to play better and get ourselves back on track.